Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just finna go. I'm just finna go. Um, yeah, I hit threes with no eyes. Threes from the ring, no lie. Cross my heart and I died. They don't wanna catch me outside. They see no wave, it's a tie. I couldn't take a L if I tried. Funny when I start trying to play around with them, they really start feeling my vibe. They can't reach where I'm trying to reside. Out of reach if I fall, I'ma die. What you high if I slip, I'ma glide. Never know I'm alone for the ride.
Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. Brand new episode of Threes from the Ring. Of course, it's your boy Chris J. Glad to be back. And I got the boy Trail Sav and Tyler sharing the screen.
Yo,
Tyler look like a Jedi, like a lost Jedi.
this nigga cold, bro. Yo, real quick, I know nobody care about that because Chris is the only one that watches this shit, but or play this shit other than me. Yo, fuck Madden, playing it right now. Just got back in the middle of them. I got the Ravens to the conference game for them, and and I like the Ravens have a kicker with the X Factor thing, right?
Yeah, he's the best kicker in the league.
So that's what's up. I missed the field goal because it's all man. So they made me miss a field goal just fucking because. And guess who I'm going against? The New England Patriots. How the fuck did they get here?
Cam Newton, man. Cam Newton and make
believe deal. I don't know what they did to the run game in this game, bro, but it's hard. It's harder than passing. For me, at least. Passing, I'm accurate. I'm really accurate with Lamar Jackson. I know he's good, and I get more rushing yards with Lamar Jackson than Ingram.
Yeah, that's real life. So it's just the accurate part. I'm like, that nigga is not that accurate.
I'm accurate with him. 6 for 7 right now. But
that's decent.
What's up, y'all, man? It's Threes in the Ring. As you see, my name is Luka Doncic.
Luka Hive, we Hive. Luka Hive, we live. That is the name we're gonna probably name this episode. Luka Hive, we are live, G. Because hey, but we'll get to that later. NBA playoffs have been lit, but we're gonna knock wrestling out first. Biggest wrestling news this past week is they finally released Velveteen Dream. Finally,
it's over, man. Fortunately,
the dream has been deferred. The dream has been deferred.
My plugged up to my phone. I would definitely fucking play. Spinning bins in them. Who I Smoke, whatever the fucking name of the song. I just got an interception on accident. I'm about to lose to the Patriots in the finals game. I mean, in the NFC or whatever the fuck these niggas is. But yeah, man. Shout out to Shout out to them boys, them WWE boys for finally getting them out of there. I guess they couldn't find anything to clear this nigga.
Yeah.
So it was over with.
Yeah. It was a long time coming. We was all literally wondering when it was going to happen. It seemed like
Bro, hey, don't laugh, Mr. No-Hitter. But in this scenario, I got the ball on running with Lamar Jackson. I juke one nigga. Boom. The other nigga come from behind and I get a fumble.
Yeah, that's real. That's football. That's football right there. That's football.
It's 20-6.
Damn.
My apologies.
Yo, Bill said, "Hey, man."
They about to call me a nigga on Sports Center, bro. I can't handle it. But back to Velveteen. Chris, I hope you're not about to read this nigga manifesto.
Should I? I feel like it's only right.
No.
So I'm mad you call it a damn manifesto.
right.
Plain nigga call that shit a damn manifesto. But it's only right that we have to, unfortunately, because it is news. So, man, this is a lot. Okay. So, but he got released, I think, right after we recorded last week. And then literally like a couple days ago, he dropped a very long IG post on his story and pretty much breaking down his side of things. So let's go ahead and read this. The allegations from April 20, 2020, that was a nasty day in wrestling, have effectively derailed any momentum I had professionally and has ultimately resulted in my termination with WWE. My name is Patrick Clark, not the Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream is a character that I have spent years developing trying to bring to life. The success of the Dream character relied heavily on kayfabe, my ability to blur Patrick Clark from Tough Enough with this over-the-top personality. Okay, I'm not about to read that shit, but thank you. I'm okay. The character has conceptualized the day Prince passed April 21st, 2016. The irony. I knew nothing about him at the time, but thinking you didn't know nothing about Prince, nigga? I could use my interpretation of Prince to create an on-screen personality vastly different from who I am as a person. Q Velveteen Dream. A sexually ambiguous, gender-fluid, self-absorbed diva. And as I learned more about Prince, I began to learn certain aspects of the character, aspects that I deemed way over the top and inconsistent with who Prince was as a performer. Now, before I unpack, I would say I've enjoyed the many stories I've been able to share on camera, and I'm grateful to the many people who trust me with their safety and wellness. All right, now this is where we get into the story time. Thank you to everybody, blah, 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 blah. The night of April 20th, from my verified Instagram, I posted a story to my followers, letting them know my DMs have been open. I received a few messages ranging from support to heckling to some inquiring about how to get into pro wrestling. I responded to a few and not all of them. Blah blah blah. This account belonged to a 17-year-old aspiring wrestler, Jacob, with 2 C's. Before he deleted it, in the conversation, Jacob shared his interest in wrestling working as a wrestler one day, asking what steps would be required. I messaged a short list of things he should work on if he was serious. Physique and promo to start. Physique because as an independent contractor, nobody was going to make you train and eat in a way that creates the aesthetic as a believable pro wrestler. Promo because our job is to sell drama and you can't rely on someone flipping channels, blah, blah, blah. Choreographed fight, you had to grab their attention seeking, da, 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 da. We know that. Jacob explained how anxious he felt messaging me and asked me to verify that it was really me. I did find it strange because I have a blue check, but as lifelong fan, I remember meet and greets in the days I will message wrestlers hoping to be seen. So I chalked it up to innocence and sent a voice message in my Velveteen Dream voice as a way to keep kayfabe. The full message has me asking Jacob about his height, weight, where he trained, and what school he attended. Which we all know this legendary voice message. We joke about it in our off the pod. I woke up to notifications and tags, created screenshots and videos of a conversation that I didn't have with Jake.
That's what.
Like, what school you go to?
Yeah.
Now Tyler didn't remember what he said.
I forgot.
Come on, G. We make fun of that all the time. But yeah. So what school and blah? I woke up to created screenshots and videos of a conversation that I didn't have with Jacob. I immediately contacted WWE's talent relations and social media departments asked to begin investigation. After the investigation, after they released a statement maintaining my innocence. That part was for me was having a personal picture that I used in my personal life and apps being used to label me as a predator. I am no way of the word predator. This is the first and only time I've been accused of solicitation to anyone. Until I was accused of grooming by Joshua Fuller. Unlike Jacob, I know Josh. I met Josh after my stint on Tough Enough at a meet and greet. He developed a friendship through mutual trainer at GXW. Josh shared to Twitter screenshots the first time we communicated through text, an autographed picture from when we first met, and an extremely contradictory story. Josh alleged I made him feel uncomfortable, but contradicts himself twice by saying I was never sexual toward him. For those willing to research Josh's tweets accusing me, Josh messages are in blue, mine in gray. Josh claimed that he was a 16-year-old graduate, high school graduate. He takes yearly trips with his friend to Orlando. I doubted he told me, yet I kept my replies diplomatic and professional. The reality of the situation is that I was very helpful, respectful to Josh. Josh lives with his grandparents in Southern Maryland. I don't know why he's passing that information. Josh got a concussion and, against my advice, insisted on wrestling. My worry came from Josh severely injuring himself, specifically his brain. I suggested he take time off from training to see a doctor. He declined because he could work due to concussion. I cut all communication with him in 2018 because I didn't want to be partially responsible that he worsened his injury. So accuse him of predator because I chose to help, not to help was spiteful. Josh and Jacob are two of the many people I helped, yet these are the only two who have found me to be malicious and predator in how I go about helping others. What wasn't shared at the time. Josh Fuller reached out to Jake and social media before blah blah. When this came out, temporarily deleted his Twitter, which is important because in all social confusion, Josh Fuller is the only one who suggests that an investigation had not been done and that he had not been contacted. Jacob deleted social media. There's a public forum, WWE PSG stars, where they're buying and selling, sharing explicit photos and videos of multiple wrestlers. No one has done anything to have this site shut down. Blah blah blah. All in all of this, my character ultimately my comments what it sought to do. Blah blah blah. When I was released, my hope is that over time people can put two to two together, and the allegations surrounding me were baseless and untrue from jump. I felt strongly about not needing to defend myself for a while now, but now I understand the audience I work for and those who know me deserve clarity. I am thankful for the opportunities afforded to me and I have memories I have as a receipt. God has always had me and always will. Dream is officially over, but Patrick Clark lives for another day. So yeah, he dropped that long ass message, putting his side of the story out. That side is more likely what he told WWE, and eventually they just probably felt like, who knows? Let's just keep it G real. Like, we don't really know what they really felt, but they did put him back on TV 2-3 times, put him in pay-per-views 2-3 times, and then after literally getting written off permanently by after the Ciampa match, it was at that point it was silence. So probably they just gave up on the nigga. More than likely, they just gave up on the nigga. Because regardless, it's like, yeah, it's like, even if they did believe him, it's like the shit ain't disappearing at all. You gotta speak up, Tyler. I can't hear you.
I was saying that they have to have like some full fledged like factual proof that he could be cleared from everything that was said that that was going on, and nothing came up.
Exactly. Like it's nothing that they could have done at that point. It was over with. Like, and then it's just over time. It's just you just sitting there, and like probably still paying the nigga. So just like get the nigga off contract. So it is what it is. Like, it's regardless, you fucked up, nigga. You was the chosen one, and you fucked up.
Literally
Badly.
the chosen, bro. You got the Cena go ahead before you was really even like
Popping.
On for real.
Exactly. Like, you was popping in NXT. We loved you, but regardless, like, those allegations are serious, very serious, and if it does one day come out to be all false, then great. It's unfortunate, but like, he's a serious shit. So it is what it is. He probably won't really. It'd be, if any company tries to sign him, they gotta be foolish, really foolish. And I'm talking about mainstream companies.
Yeah.
So the AEWs, the Impacts, hell, even I would sit there and say the MLWs, the smaller on the rise, like MLW, even Ring of Honor. No, you can't touch it. Really can't. Really unfortunate. Really fucking talented guy. But like, always Arby's, nigga. Always Arby's.
Huh.
So, but yeah. So that's biggest wrestling news just of this week. In terms of anything else that's been going on for wrestling, SmackDown was really good this past week. Seth Rollins is continuously beating the living shit out of Cesaro, which I'm here for. I have a theory for that, which is really Seth Rollins realizing that Cesaro's probably the only nigga in his way from getting to a Universal title shot. And Cesaro, if he gets Cesaro out the picture, is nobody else because Roman has beat everybody else but Seth. That's my theory right there. But and it's just how Cesaro reacts to the nigga. Cesaro, like when after he beat Cesaro's ass, he was like, okay. Then when he's talking in the interview, he's like, hey, check it out. Go out the bail. Cesaro's in the stretcher going by, and he literally chokes the nigga out saying, all you had to do was just like stop what you're doing. Give up. He wants this nigga up out of here. So that's how I view it. But that happened on SmackDown.
A really, really good Intercontinental Championship match, which led to the return of Aleister Black kicking Big E's head off.
Yeah, now like that Fatal 4-Way was really good. It pretty much in a way giving Big E and Aleister a storyline for the summer, where they go head to head for pretty much most of the summer. Kevin Owens will more than likely get the IC belt at this point. And also, Kevin Owens' heel turn is literally on the way. It's coming. That is very much coming, and he's about to go heel again. But yeah, that Fatal 4-Way was really good, but it was really good to see Aleister Black though. Really freaking good to see a man come back. Anything else happen on SmackDown, Tyler?
The beginning of the show.
That's why I was just already talking about.
They had all the champions that retained at the pay-per-view or won a title at the pay-per-view. Basically all the champions at the show. They had them come up and, who's what's the girl's name again? I forget her name, but she's like the SmackDown commissioner or whatever.
Oh, man, I forgot her name.
I honestly forgot her name. I feel bad. But she had all of them come out, acknowledge all the champions, congratulate them and everything, for holding it down or whatever. And Paul Heyman comes out because Roman is the only champion that didn't come out. And he basically says, y'all are just placeholders. Roman is the only champion on this show. The belt needs him. He don't need the belt.
Fucking legend.
And it's the truth. Like ever since he's been back in the picture for the belt at all, he legitimized that belt more than anybody else that's had it. Rock held that belt for what was his reign, like 503 days?
And we don't want to remember a lot of those days, but it was moments when he was there. It was fire.
Was a somewhat memorable run, but it didn't feel, how this run with the belt feels because, Rock, he was, he only showed up for his period. Roman is literally there, you see Roman every week. Same thing he was doing when he had his, when he had the belt originally with his, he was a face. He had the belt every week, but he didn't really get to do anything with that run. This run, he makes that belt mean something. I feel like this is the type of stuff you want to see. Like if any other companies are really paying attention and trying to so-called compete with them, this is stuff you need to pay attention to. You have to build stars to legitimize a championship. Plain and simple.
Yeah. That's just, throughout this whole entire thing, the thing I focused on is literally, it was talks, okay? So and I would say the land over there with the other, company. So Ross came out Ross, JR, whatever his name is,
Yeah,
Jim Ross,
Jr. Yeah.
came out and said Randy Orton was the best wrestler in the world right now. Everybody got their feelings. Jericho had to defend Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega said, "Why should I listen to, Jericho when I can listen to a guy who still believes I'm a WWE champion or says I'm a WWE champion, stuff like." Still butthurt that the old nigga Jim Ross came and said what he said. Um,
It wasn't a slight.
it wasn't like this, but I would say this. Do I believe Randy Orton is the best one out right now? Of course not. But I do believe that when it comes to this best wrestler shit, man, this shit big, bro. This ain't no regular this ain't no regular this ain't no regular fucking uh this, how I say this ain't no this shit is real, man.
Yeah, this is one of the few times where the conversations in wrestling are legitimate. Like, who is the best wrestler or best worker or best entertainer in the world?
Exactly.
And honest to God, Kenny Omega is not a bad worker. He's I think he has a good character. He can have a little bit of charisma. But
the character,
I don't put him in the top 5. I really don't. I honestly might not even have him in the top 10 as far as entertainment, because I don't find him, to be the most entertaining person in the wrestling business. Saying that should make you want to, hone your craft a little bit more. Just like when they brought the conversation, what was it, about 3 years ago? We talked about this a few days ago. How they were saying when there was talks about Kenny Omega possibly joining WWE, and they were like, "Oh, he's the best wrestler in the world. It should be a no-brainer to sign him and everything." I was like, I think it was about 2018, 2017, one of the two. AJ was having a run. Seth was having a run.
Yeah.
Those were, to me. Daniel Bryan was coming back. You telling me out of 3 of them, you just finna say, oh, Kenny Omega's the best wrestler in the world? He ain't done nothing.
He was in Japan.
Yeah, it all depends on how you feel about. I think the best wrestler in the world will always be the best wrestler in the biggest promotion. That's just how it is. Now, if WWE is tripping, like if it's a situation when there's not a lot of love, like not a lot of love being shown, their storylines, not a lot of people that you could be like, oh man, this is good, then of course it'll go to somebody else. But for right now, the best wrestler in the world has to be Roman. It is the best storyline in the world, and it's just him. He's the best storyline in the world. The Kenny Omega shite, like that stuff is cool because he got all these belts and he got all this love and stuff, and that's easy to do. You can give a nigga 3 belts and he always gonna look good. Get him a cornball. What he can do in the ring is amazing, but that story not gripping niggas like how the Roman story gripping niggas. And this is not to be a stand. It's just it is what it is. Now, in my humble opinion, I don't think anything the AEW is doing wrong. I just think these niggas take shit a little bit too personal. In that aspect,
a company that's not worried about them at all.
Yeah, exactly. It took a little bit too personal. Oh fuck.
And I'm not even mad that Jericho and Matt Hardy stood up and said something in his defense, because that's the company that they're working for. But Jim Ross is an old head. He's gonna have to. He don't have no choice but to keep it real, because they gonna call cap if we say anything else.
Yeah, so it's it is what it is. Jim Ross didn't have to come out there and say shit.
He didn't. Right. He didn't
really
have to say nothing. But
it is what it is. Like I don't. It's joking. I'm gonna say joking, but it is what it is, man. Like,
shout out to the Knicks, man. They look like they about to get this
now.
W.
Like, yeah, shout out to the New York Knicks about to get this dub. But I think with SmackDown is having some of the best storylines. I'm literally interested in what they about to do with Aleister Black. Like, mouth watering. So I'm glad I'm actually tuning in to SmackDown more than I usually do. Usually I try to catch the Roman stuff and see what the IC title mix doing, but now I'm investing in everything. I'm invested in Bailey, uh, Bianca. I'm invested in definitely the world title picture. I'm invested in the Intercontinental picture. Now I'm invested in Aleister Black. Tag team titles is bad on both brands, but it's not bad to see Ray and his son get it. Hopefully they can bring some light to that division. But other than that, it's like SmackDown is in a groove right now, really the groove, and it's gonna get so much better when the crowd get involved. So much better.
Yep.
So I just can't wait.
Can't wait all together. Then off to Raw this past week on Raw. Well, this week on Raw. Opened up with Bobby Lashley and MVP bringing out the hoes again. Last week's women were better. This week they were decent. Shorty with the thighs though, she can hit me up any time of the day. But other than that, they had the little hoes out here, you know. Then Kofi comes out and say, hey man, playing with me. Then Drew came out and says, hey, I want my title shot, fella. They argue back and forth. Then Adam Pearce comes out and say, hey, number one contenders match, fight Bobby at the Hell in a Cell. They go at it, fight, no contest because Bobby Lashley gets involved, beats their ass, which I'm cool with. Then they beat his ass. So that happened. I don't. Rhea Ripley lost to Nikki Cross in a 2-minute challenge, and she got to hold that damn L. Charlotte beat Asuka. We already get confirmed that Charlotte and Rhea Ripley fight at Hell in a Cell. Cool. Cedric.
I would like to say this to Piggy Bank because I think now me when I say this, I will say this stand first. No, I don't think Charlotte should get a title every second, right? She shouldn't. I don't believe that's right. But I do believe that she is best. Her character fits always getting the title shot. And what I mean is you don't have to spam it, but she is her father's daughter. And it's Ric Flair got 17. They mean to tell me throughout his years of wrestling, and trust me, in the later years he wasn't getting title after title. So you mean in his first freaking years he wasn't getting a title shot every single time? Now I ain't no OG WCW watcher because wasn't born. But somebody acknowledge me on that. I mean, like somebody let me know on that. Like, is that true? Was he always in the title picture?
And most, I think he won a championship at every major company aside from TNA.
Of course, at that point he was washed the fuck up.
I think he has the most U.S. title wins, I believe.
No, they said Ric Flair title win thing is like extremely crazy. They just don't say the whole thing on WWE
because the only thing that matters there is the world champion.
And they don't want to like degrade anybody else who they already say stats for.
Right.
Well, his thing is
it's a lot longer than what's been said.
Yeah, definitely.
But I can agree with what you're saying. Her character, she like even more so. She like the early 2000s Triple H. Now Triple H wasn't getting as many title shots in his initial run, but he was in that picture. System.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. One Rhea Ripley need a good match to build chemistry with somebody on the roster. Charlotte will be that because they had a good match at Mania. And then to get Rhea Ripley somebody else going forward. But I don't have problems with Charlotte always in title pick. They just got to freshen it up. And I think they're doing that now by calling her the opportunity. But yeah, it's I'm not too mad about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was every other second, then yeah, I'd be a little ticked off.
And it's not even guaranteed that she's gonna take the belt off of her at all right now anyway. So it's not an issue at all. They just gotta work with this is what they have to work with until, they introduce more people into the mix.
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna take the belt off her at all.
No, I don't see it happening, but it's just case for thought, But yeah, so back to Raw. So that happened. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin had a really good match. Really good match. I still don't know where the fuck things go with it, but it was a good match. Matt Riddle and Xavier Woods also had a really good match where Riddle won. That was a really good match, but just the fact that it ended with an RKO caught me off guard like a motherfucker. And also shout out to Xavier Woods referencing Boondocks.
Oh yeah, when he kicked it, he did that.
When he kicked him in the chest.
He's like,
he said, "You just got kicked in your chest." Like, come on. G. And if you need the reference of when Stigman took over Tom and he drop kicked that nigga, he said, "Yeah, nigga, I kicked you in your motherfucking chest." Reference. Just clean up.
He did a move in which, like, I don't know, like how it was kind of like a suplex, but it was raised off the ground.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that.
Because he tried to flip him and he reversed it into a deadlift suplex. And that shit was fire.
Like a lot of people don't know because of his tag team shit. Xavier Woods can fucking go. He is such a fine. Every wrestler will tell you Xavier Woods is really freaking good.
He's a really good freaking worker.
Yeah, so happy to see him show his chops. Wish they do more like that in the East. Like that right there, that was fresh.
Yeah.
It was fresh. We never seen them go against each other. You gave them ample enough time to work. That was fresh. That made that boring Raw a little bit more watchable.
They had another sequence in the match where Matt Riddle was trying to put Xavier into the Broderick move, and they just kept reversing it. Like, you know how like
they kept
He did it like 3 or 4 times with ease, bro. That shit was just so consistent. I love that match.
Yeah, that was a really, really great match.
That's match on time too.
I said again, me hoping them charges on Matt Riddle drop because he is that guy. He definitely is that guy.
Riddle can go.
He definitely is that guy, bro.
Definitely.
He is really fucking good
at his job. As far as the charge for him, though, if they not already in the process, they're supposed to be taking it to court.
It's in court. And they said WWE can be like an independent witness, so they has nothing to do with this at the moment.
It is what it is when it comes to that. But Dr. Matt Riddle doing your thing. Jackson Riker, aka MAGA Riker, beat AJ Styles.
Hey, he bogus as fuck. Because he went on Twitter and said that me and Elias rock with each other. We got the same beliefs. Elias got hit with nothing but bro. I know Elias bro.
He said, "Look, I'm innocent."
But he said it first.
Jackson Riker came out on in an interview and said the reason why he tagged teaming with Elias is because they're good friends that share the same views and things of that nature, and the same faith. Over.
Keep your same faith off TV.
Sweet, bro. Sweet.
If I'm Elias and if Elias ain't really trying to get put in the red spot, I'd be like, bro, chill out.
Can't do nothing about it.
That's why big folks put him through that they ain't there put him through the damn Titantron. He like same views, huh?
Oh, bro, the way he almost popped up on Elias was hilarious. The nigga Elias was hiding behind the barricade.
Shout out to the cameraman making sure almost no matter what looks intimidating. That plays a good role in making him look intimidating, and also just the fact that he literally does run fast as shit. And it's not like Braun Strowman.
I don't think Amos should be anything bigger than a tag team partner. Now he don't have to tag team with AJ for the rest of his time, but I don't think he should ever have any. And this is not like a slight to Amos, almost in any way possible. It's just that I don't want them to try to think they got something bigger than what they have.
Yeah.
And then they'll fucking shit up.
Right. Like they try to pull a great Khali move with him, and it don't turn out like that.
Yeah.
Because when they turn great Khali face, I was like, yeah, so
Look, man, the problem was Great Khali come to the scene looking dominant, and that nigga walks knock-kneed. So that's the problem in itself. But I get where you coming from, Day Trail, but you know Vince McMahon loves his giant people. And that nigga's an
I'm a
attraction.
giant.
So,
my favorite Big Show one.
Exactly.
I'm a giant.
I'm a fucking giant. And ironclad contract. Ironclad contract. Ironclad contract. Big Show was funny. You said what?
You said that was annoying, but yes. Hey, bro, quick bet. Yo, what's your parlay on Donovan Mitchell score tonight?
I'm good. I look, man. After taking 2 L's, I'm good. I might go back at it next week. I'm good. But Donovan Mitchell should have a good game. There ain't nobody on the Grizzlies. What Dylan Brooks did to. We'll get to that later. What Dylan Brooks did to Steph, we're gonna have a dialogue about. But
damn, we got to go through the play-ins and the goddamn playoffs. Fuck wrestling. Come on, let's get it. Let's get into it, bro. The women's titles was on the line. The tag team titles on the line. They retained. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We talk.
So.
NXT was really good last night.
NXT was NXT. Damian Cross and Finn Balor had a good match. Damian Cross won. I don't know why they got that alt-right nigga in the title picture. Basketball. What are we talking about first? We don't care about the Washington play-in. That wasn't the game. Boston getting their ass clapped. We ain't got to talk about it. They're going against 3 generational talents. They ain't winning anytime soon. Let's go with the Lakers Warriors.
All right, so we're gonna fast forward past those series because literally the inevitable is happening. But that's we're gonna start west. So the Lakers, Suns. Lakers lost the first game. It is what it is. And then
we ain't talking about the play-in.
I want to get so rewind. Play-in. So when last time we recorded, the Warriors and Lakers were playing, and I think while we was recording, the Lakers was getting smacked up, and then I call it the inevitable happened, and it's called LeBron and AD said that too, and AD and LeBron said we are inevitable and we're gonna beat y'all ass, and they did that to an extent in the second half at least. It still ended a close game, but yeah. And then that sent the Warriors being forced to play Ja. Now I'm gonna have a rant about Steph Curry, but all I'm saying is I was utterly disappointed in the Warriors' performance in that game as they lost to Ja Morant. While Ja Morant has earned my respect, he has earned my I always respected Ja. It was the Ja fans I had a problem with putting that nigga in front of Kyrie and shit.
You didn't like Ja. I know you ain't like Ja.
I know you.
Ja. Don't try to have it. You was hoping for this nigga to lose. Tell you the truth, more than you hope for Steph Curry to.
Look, man. I just wanted Steph to prove me wrong, and Steph proved that proved to me who he was. Man, it is what it is. Ja proved more. Ja proved me that he wanted more, and I give him that. And also, shout out to Dylan Brooks being one of the best light-skinned niggas in the league in the league now. One of the best light-skinned niggas in the league. Let's put it that way. So, but yeah. So the Warriors got hooped up by Ja Morant in the game, which led to a lot of slander. But we'll talk about the Warriors later. So that's the play-in situation. The East was the fucking East. It was the East.
Man, them East players doo-doo.
Dookie. Like straight dookie. So moving on, let's go into the playoffs. So there's folks on the west side first. So yeah, Lakers, they lost game. Lakers and Suns. Lakers lost game 1. Chris Paul is also hobbled because his shoulder hurts, and then in game 2 he fucked up his ankle, I believe. But DeAndre Ayton played like DeAndre Ayton in Arizona. And Devin Booker showed he ain't scared of the damn moment, and I respect it. LeBron looked like an old man, and Anthony Davis must have forgot that the playoffs started that day. And that's how I would say game 1 happened. And they barely lost. They lost by 9. So yeah, and then game 2 happened last night. Lakers looked like the Lakers, and especially on the offensive end, AD looked like fucking AD. LeBron looked like LeBron, and Andre Drummond actually played meaningful Andre Drummond minutes as well. Like I feel like that was a very key, was Drummond looking like playing meaningful minutes when he's out there, and also the fact that Vogel played Marcus Gasol more.
Yes.
So yeah.
I would say, like, I think a lot of people be coaches on Twitter and they really can't coach.
Of course.
Because, like, when you look at somebody like Marc Gasol, as much as they saying that this is a series for him, it's not a series for him. Just because of the pace.
Yeah.
If the Lakers was more consistent of slowing the pace down, then yeah, you can get Marc Gasol in. But they're not in the slightest. So you can't. I can't trust them fully to say that they're gonna, that they're gonna, can get Marc Gasol in a situation where he not looking like his leg gonna fall off the bone. Because then you see, like him getting attacked by Devin Booker is bad. Like it's bad. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Drummond. Now, if they want to move AD to the 5, that's good, but they got to pick the situation too. People don't realize AD doesn't want to play the 5 because he want to be freaking Kyrie Irving with the ball. AD wants to play the 5 because he can't bang with centers. He don't want to bang with Aiden. So he would rather guard Crowder. He would rather guard somebody else, which he would do a good, like, AD defense is more of kind of like a guard or something like that. Being able to play behind a center, get it like a cheap block, or be able to play the passing lanes and lock niggas down. It's not something where he clamping Aiden. That shit not going to happen. AD will get not cooked, but Aiden will get his points. So,
and that
AD
puts
don't
Anthony
bang
Davis
that
in foul trouble. And it puts him in foul trouble. They don't have a center to guard Aiden like that. But they can put Aiden in situations in which he's not good. It was a good play last night in which Caruso was guarding him. And shout out to Caruso for the last 5 million games. This nigga is worth any money that he get, right? He is this is what you call a role player. He's not at that like Ginobili tier of role playing when he just out there making you win, but he's at that Robert Horry tier. And when you need that nigga, he's there for you. As much as Chris hate that. But Caruso does more, but okay.
What'd you say?
I said Caruso does more, but okay.
I'm just saying he's at that tier of, that role player, like Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks ain't no. I don't even know if you can consider him a number 2 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Who is the number 2 on the Grizzlies?
Josh Jackson, I don't know why he's unplayable at the moment. But
he's playing. He's playing. They're easing him back into the lineup.
But Josh Jackson and Valanciunas is better than Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
especially Valanciunas.
Valanciunas is looking like Drummond. It's looking like Drummond in Detroit. It's just those rebounds are meaningful.
Exactly. Now, the way that I look at this, right? The way that I look at the Lakers play, go back into the defense that they have. Their defense is there. It comes time with this is when they miss Rondo because of certain IQ on the court, right? And we'll get this with the Laker talk.
Clipper talk.
Rondo plays at his best. I mean, the Clippers talk. Rondo plays at his best when he got people with either mid or high IQ basketball playing around him. Rondo is a savant at that point because he's able to not only trust the people around him, but get them to where they're supposed to be, and they're at where they're supposed to be. And Rondo looked like one of the best point guards in the league at that point. So this is one of the reasons the Lakers miss Rondo is because this is why a ball movement is so important. And defense is so important at the same time because when Brian is off the court, there's no one orchestrating it. Caruso ain't there yet, right? Caruso ain't there yet. That's not AD's game. And Schroeder is more of a ISO
pick and roll.
The paint,
he's a pick and roll.
Yeah, pick and roll type guy, right? So there's nobody on the court who can control that.
Marcus Gasol is the closest one.
AD AD is somewhat there when it comes to like being that defensive anchor, but they still need somebody to dictate. Much as people talk about Bron don't play defense, if you look at Lakers and who literally runs the defense and tell niggas where to go, Bron is right there, bro.
LeBron
and his coach
can see the play before it's happening.
And Bron knows people plays. Some fair reason, Bron watches niggas plays and tell them where they're gonna go. It's a play in which he know that when he's on one of them, what's the light skinned nigga with the hair on the Suns that was guarding LeBron most of the series?
I think it's Jackson.
I don't know.
It's either Jackson or Johnson. I know who you're talking about. I just don't. I can't think of his first name.
You know when he posts up, it's a beautiful thing. He know when he posts up that Jay Crowder gonna come on a double team. He knows this. He sees it. So as he posted up, he telling niggas to get in y'all spots because I'm about to sling this bitch. That's what happens with that KCP play in which KCP didn't pass the ball. LeBron had to talk to him to a shanana and have to say,
"Shoot, nigga,
you got this," and bring him to the whatchamacallit, the altar. But back to that defensive play, I want to say, they did a good job defensively, especially because if they didn't, because Ayton, he had like 20 and 11 or 20 and 13 something. Really good. Ayton is playing really good. Ayton is really good in the future. I will not. If you tell me if Devin Booker stay and Ayton continue to get into his prime, that these Suns won't be in the Western Conference Finals, you can slap me. They will be there, dog. And this is a no cap. When Bron leaving and when Curry is going down and Damian Lillard finally go over East to try to win a ring, the Suns is going to be that. So when I was looking at Ayton and Caruso was on him, they played good enough defense to know that Caruso can stay there and be an irritant. And then when Ayton finally gets the shot, AD is good enough to block that shot. The Lakers play really good defense. It's that offense, and particularly when Bron is off the court. It is very bad. They tried to get Talon Tucker Jr., and they tried to play that off in the Warriors series to see if he could be that ball mover. He ain't ready yet. He ain't.
Yeah, he's another year away. He's another year away.
This is why the Rondo loss is a big loss. I understand you want a shooter, but that Rondo loss is a big loss because you need that secondary playmaker. You need it bad. Also, you need it for somebody like Montrez, who does, who's going to play off that pick and roll a lot. And I don't think this is a series for him in terms of because of the pace of it as well, and because I
wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say I disagree with that because Trez plays better in fast-paced games. It's just the fact that in terms of size, DeAndre Ayton is imposing, so he can't because Trez is literally his game is hustle. I'll hustle you and all of that, and somebody as good as Ayton. But also not just as good, but he's also physically imposing. He's freaking 6'10", jacked. So it's like, oh, Montrez came he can. I think he had a decent game. I think he had 10. But when Aiden was on him, light work, nigga. So it's like he can play, but it's like he can't play when Aiden's on the court, and this is playoff basketball. Aiden's going to play 35 minutes a night. 30 to 40 minutes a night.
Times where had to have Dwight in, and there's times where Dwight couldn't do shit.
Dwight played one series.
One and a half.
What I would say.
1.5.
With the Drummond, because Drummond is at that Dwight situation. He's at that situation in which they're trying to find how he's going to become useful in the series, right? For Drummond to be useful in that series, he's going to have to play in bursts. Ayton is another thing. Cannot be on the court. Ayton can't be on the court. And if it is, it's only when it's a start. But after Ayton get his first set, I don't think Ayton should be on the court when they're on him. Also, this is a man-to-man type thing. You cannot leave Drummond by himself when it comes to somebody like Booker or I hate the fact that I'm saying this. this nigga Cameron Payne
Yeah.
is whooping their ass.
Yo,
Because
whatever
nobody
Chris
is
Paul
smoking.
talked to Cameron Payne about, bro, he took it. Because there was a point where Cameron Payne was the worst player in the league at one point, G. It was a point.
Yeah, no cap. That's no cap. So, like you said, whatever he said to this nigga, this what's up. But also, it's just like Vogel gonna have to be smart in how they're playing. I don't think this is not the series in which Gasol is the answer. I'm sorry, Lakers fans, but this ain't that series just
I would
yet.
say he like, no, in terms, Gasol can play this series. He just can't play a lot
Yeah, but I'm
this
not saying
series.
he's not the answer to their woes though.
Oh, I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is one thing he does though. He will space the floor. He spaces the floor.
He definitely spaces the floor, and he's that ball moving that they need. It's just that you have to limit that in which they do it, and it's very hard to do that when somebody like Devin Booker is going to play 20, 30 minutes a game. So he's in that most of the time. Devin Booker and Marc Gasol probably can't be on the same court with each other, especially when they're having a small lineup. As crazy as it seems, not necessarily crazy. That's when Phoenix get in their bag, because they become unguardable at that point where you got Marc Gasol and Drummond in there, because it look like they're doing a jerk, but they're 7 feet, so it looks horrible. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. Now, I'm not a coach, but this is up to Frank Vogel to find out what is the best way for them to use the players. So, in my opinion, I don't know what's this. I guess because Bron is still injured. Well, wobbled. I don't know how to say it. He's still nagging his injury, so he can't play minutes. But Bron and AD shouldn't have a long time out, especially in Staples. I think this is yesterday's win. I wouldn't even call it necessarily a must win, but I guess that was more like a Bron ego thing. Can't go down 0-2 in the first round. He just don't want that on his record. But I think that Staples game, they're gonna have to come out hot and just literally take the series away from the Suns. The Suns, they did what they had to do, and that was get one game from the Lakers. That I'm pretty sure that was goal number one. Goal number two was that was a God of War. Goal number two was probably to try to steal game two and get the advantage to Staples. But I think overall goal one was to at least take one against the defending champs, and they did that. So.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a good series for the Lakers. Get the chemistry, get the offense going, because the main thing is offense. Defensively, I really have no complaints, honestly. But moving on
and them being passive, like pass up the ball when you got a shot. Like, you got to be confident. You can't let Cameron Payne be more confident to you to take a shot. That's not just the Cameron Payne, because he playing his ass off, but you can't have that.
I agree. And the Lakers, and I'm not going to sit there and use an excuse, but also just Chris Paul being literally battling injuries at this point makes it a little bit of an easier series for them. A little bit. Because Chris Paul is going to play it unless it's something that will stop him from playing. But a hobbled Chris Paul helps you out a little bit too. But let's go ahead and move on. Next series in the West we're going to talk about. Let's go ahead and get this Clipper slander going. Luka Hive, we are live. We live. So, with that being said, Dallas Mavericks are up 2-0 against the Los Angeles Clippers. Soon to be the freaking Montana Clippers. Because if these niggas get swept or lose stuff in 5 to the Dallas Mavericks, they need to be shipped off to Montana. immediately. But
Boys to Boise, Idaho. They
no,
don't
man, because
deserve to be in.
at least Idaho has potatoes. It's nothing in Montana, bro.
Racism.
Exactly. So, with all that being said, shout out to Luka, man. He's balling his ass off. We already know what Luka can do. He's not scared of the moment. He gamed them niggas last year in the playoffs, and he's taking it personal since the Clippers said, "Nah, we're gonna tank. We want you niggas." And Luka said, "All right, I want y'all niggas too, because don't forget I beat y'all ass by 50 earlier in the season. Then even eventually during the season, I think Luka whooped their ass again." So with all that being said, the Mavericks just have the Clippers number altogether. Luka ain't scared of
Yeah.
Pat Bev. He ain't scared of Kawhi. And he definitely ain't scared of Paul George. And the Clippers wasted a 40-point Kawhi game and a 30-point Paul George game just to literally still get their ass spanked. And with all that being said, the Clippers are doomed. And they wasted home court advantage.
They definitely did just waste home court advantage. That's why I think the series is. I'm being nice to say the series overs in 5, but it's a potential sweep. They win game 3. Mavericks win game 3. It's a sweep. That team don't do good with situations like that when they just lost momentum, right? Now I'm going to say this, and it's a two-parter as I look at this Clippers team. Right? One thing, the playmaking was an issue. But Rondo, I was saying, has a hard time playing with low IQ players. And that's not a situation in which I'm talking shit to players on there. But basketball IQ is a thing, right? You can be a great basketball player with bad basketball IQ. Possible. A lot of players are like that. You know what I'm saying? They need people like a Chris Paul or people like a Bron helps out players like that, right? But when Rondo in a situation thrives when other people is on his level because they're able to, the offense just move much better, right? Now, watching the Clippers game, right? Because it was at one point I'm like, bro, they can't even when I'm about to die. Even when they start to get some offense going, they lose because they can't stop Luka. And this is not an offensive thing, right? It's a big defensive problem.
That's been the story of the Clippers since last year.
And the funny thing is, there's nothing they can do. In this situation, unless there is a scheme in which they know how to take care of Luka and simultaneously be able to score, because people are like, oh, just throw Kawhi on the whole time.
They tried that.
They tried that. He made more shots on Kawhi and Paul George combined than he made shots on Zubac and Pat Bev, and that's no cap. Like he made as them. You can look at the stat sheet of who's guarding him. Ivica Zubac, whatever the fuck his name is, has the best time guarding Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is 1 for 4 against him. Everybody else is above 50%. So it is one of those situations where you look at it, you can be like, okay, what can I do? You also look at it and you be like, is there something I can do? Is this a series in which they win? And it's looking like that. It's looking like a series in which they just win. Now, I don't think the NBA want the Clippers to get swept in the first round. So best believe these Clippers about to get the calls. But Luka play like a modern NBA player. He attacks. I know a lot of people talk about Luka shooting, but he attacks the rim like he fucking Bron. Miami Heat freight train Bron. He don't care.
Especially if somebody smaller is on him. Is this? This thing people don't really realize about Luka. He is not 6'4". He is 6'7", 230. And he's smart as shit.
Randomly gets a growth spurt because remember he's only 22. if he were to randomly get a roster and end up being, I don't know, 6'9" or some shit, you know, God bless America.
Nigga only
God
21,
damn.
right? 21 or 22 or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
This ain't right.
It's only gonna get better. Shout out to the man
Definitely.
on Twitter. I think it was Alan Patron. He said they need to deport Luka because it's make no goddamn sense that this white man is doing niggas like this. I was like, come on.
Luka said that the EuroLeague was easier than the NBA. I mean, it was harder than the NBA. The NBA easier. And I believe probably because of the way the calls are and shit like that.
Calls, yeah.
But this nigga saying that shit to y'all,
Man, y'all proving his point.
Definitely proving his point. That's definitely for sure.
Y'all proved the man's point.
Back to the Clippers. I think they wasted a Kawhi game.
For sure.
You wasted the Paul George game.
Wasted the Paul George game. I don't know what you do after that situation since you wasted those 2 games. But I can't look at a situation other than guard Luka. But this is the thing. Tim Hardaway Jr. playing good.
He almost had 30. I think he had 28 last night.
Playing
like
real good. Luka, Porzingis not playing really pedestrian. Playing good.
He had about 18.
And Porzingis can play better. He can play better.
Yeah.
Imagine you get 20. If you get at least 20 something from the 2, second and third players, and you not get. And then another thing about the Clippers, like they not really getting too much production from anybody else.
Nobody else has done nothing worth a damn.
And that's why last year, like you said, like everybody owes Doc Rivers an apology because it's not a coaching issue right now.
It's that team.
But dude, you can't get around the fact that Luka he's smarter than the plays that you're putting out against him.
Definitely.
And the man just a freaking baller. We have to give Luka that credit. He's just a baller. Yeah. And it's nothing you can do. It's just one of those things where it's nothing you can do but literally just hope everybody else do their jobs. And I think that's the scary thing about the Mavericks. And things, just like I said, the Mavericks, they're a well-coached team. Rick Carlisle is one of the more underrated coaches in the league. And nigga got gifted Luka after literally getting Dirk. And you giving that man him. Like, gee. Like, could I sit there and say the roster could be better? Yeah, of course. Shit. But
they be better. They're a championship team.
Exactly.
Like put a number 2. Put Paul George behind Luka. You probably win a chip. Like that is you covering bases at this point. Mm-hmm. Like put some like if Jokic and Luka make the Euro combo, you want a chip.
Like somebody else said on Twitter, Team USA is lucky that Yugoslavia separated as a nation because we could have had Luka and Jokic on the same Olympic team.
Yeah.
But that's still a scary sight. But the Mavericks are just showing their ass. And they just showing that as of right now, they got the Clippers number. And they going... You said what?
I want to bring this to light. And it's more of a nana boo boo stick your hand in a doodle situation. But the defense on the Clippers were getting compared to
the fucking 96 Bulls.
The better team in LA. They're just gonna fit better. The LA Lakers without Bron and AD had the number 1 defense in the league.
They just couldn't score consistently. They couldn't score on a consistent basis. But also, Frank Vogel is probably one of the more underrated defensive minds in the league. Those Pacers teams with Paul George, unfortunately Roy Hibbert, David West in the game, were really tough defensive teams.
There's another situation when they couldn't score, which they took Paul George out the equation. They wasn't going nowhere.
Exactly. But you give Frank Vogel a very great defensive mind, a LeBron James and an Anthony Davis. Oh yeah, his ideal defense is gonna come to fruition. And plus, nigga, I got a team that can score, so I
But
don't just play defense and LeBron and AD find a way to score. Plain and simple. And plus, the role
Yeah.
players believe in the vision. Now, and then in terms with the Clippers, we just automatically assumed when we woke up 2 a.m. in the morning and saw Kawhi signing with the Clippers and Paul George got traded to the Clippers overnight, we was like, oh man, this is going to be one of the greatest defensive teams of all fucking time. We just assumed.
They gave Luka a contract, and folks haven't played the whole series.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That was nasty. You gave that man $64 million to sit his ass down. He's not even running.
Oh.
That man's not even jogging on the court, bro. Nasty.
I don't like that at all. How do you?
Like,
How do you come to terms with that?
like I don't know. Like I don't know. And all I can say is the Clippers better figure it out. Because
they don't in this next game, it is over.
It is over. Dialogues will be brought up. We're just going to have to keep it G real. We're going to have to keep Kawhi out that discussion.
Yeah.
Kawhi's discussion is
Put Luka
invalid.
in his spot.
You said what?
Put Luka in his spot.
I already put Luka. I've been had Luka ahead of Kawhi to an extent. To an extent, I already kind of did. But I'm talking about legacy, like saying, like, oh man, like he's up there with the Bronze and KDs. That that shit should have been shut down last year. It's still people trying to sneak that dialogue in. No, you can be comfortably a top 5 small forward ever, comfortably. And that's
I think
fine.
Kawhi is good. He left a good system in San Antonio, which still nobody knows why he did that.
Stupid, probably, but he still got a ring out of it, so it's like I can't be mad. At post looking at that, he went to Canada, gave them a championship. And, you know, it's gonna be nice little asterisks to that, but he still went and got a championship.
He got their first ring. Now they would never got one without him. Correct.
Exactly. So,
but you still look at this situation and be like, why would you leave that? Okay, you want to be with your family? I can't. You know,
bro. They were literally ready to give that man the entire Canada.
Yeah, but no, he want to be with his family. I can't.
You can't knock him for that.
Nigga, nigga family could have moved to Canada. Shit.
Okay, that's not a cap either. I don't know. I don't like. I don't think Kawhi necessarily cares.
Yeah, I don't think he really gives a fuck.
Legacy becoming to care more for the fans than the players at this point. They're millionaires. They're millionaires going out to play basketball. Even if they play it at a bad rate, they still gonna be a millionaire if they get kicked out the league. Who cares? When you look at it in the player aspect. But like I was saying, that team has a real bad defensive problem. They even got Serge Ibaka. He hasn't even been able to help that. That team cannot come back from a lead to save their life. That's a big ass problem.
Mm-hmm.
They can't come unless they play the Lakers, I guess. But they can't come back from a lead when it matters.
And then they haven't been able to hold on to it. They were leading in the first game. Luka took hold of it in the second half and didn't let it go. I think they were leading most of the.
Nigga, if you see Luka got 30, what's your next game plan?
If Luka has 30 and close to a triple-double, concede.
At the half. What do you do?
And bring out them hit job refs.
I don't know, man. I don't
know, man. They don't have the defensive prowess to at least limit him. At least if I would say this, if you could at least turn Luka into just a straight shooter defensively, you would have a better chance. But you can't even do that because he's getting around you at every point.
Nah, you got to double team him. But like I
They
said,
do double
Tim
team.
Hardaway
But
Jr.,
he
you
has
got to,
to,
yeah.
you gotta
gotta,
hope that he just misses his shot.
Yeah,
he
gotta
wasn't
hope.
missing last night.
Yeah, they I think they Western Conference Finals bound. I texted Chris that. I don't see no team beating the Mavericks. I don't see how Utah or Memphis can touch them. Memphis getting swept immediately.
Getting swept.
Can't nobody defend Luka. You didn't defend Curry. You just Draymond Green missed a shot. It's not like you didn't win on that aspect. Draymond Green just missed a layup.
You just beat another team that was already bad.
Yeah.
The Warriors really didn't need to.
But yeah, Clippers are in trouble.
I think they Western Conference.
It's very much possible.
Yeah, I'm about to turn this. No, they getting Memphis getting fucking Harlem Globetrotter right now. I just seen Rudy Gobert get a back-to-back dunk. Fuck that.
It's very nasty.
Fuck that.
Streets,
I don't even want to talk about
nasty.
Memphis Jazz game. Nobody watching this. Shit should be on NBA TV.
He's fucked up. But,
Why do you got the Philly game on NBA TV, but not this Memphis versus fucking?
Because that was the East Coast game, and they said we got to show the Knicks versus the Hawks, and I think more people give a damn about that. So, and like TNT's needs a doubleheader. It's the playoffs, and don't sit to say show two East Coast teams.
Have the West Coast niggas play early.
The who?
Have the West Coast play. Have the Grizzlies and the Giants play early. Fuck these niggas.
Nigga, it's time based.
Nobody cares.
It's time based.
I know. I don't care if they. I don't care if they paying 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's watching this. Nobody watching it now, unless you live in Utah.
I'll be hurt. All right, moving on. So we don't even really need to talk about Utah, Memphis. Donovan Mitchell's back tonight, and he's probably the deciding factor. Portland and
We are up. Donovan Mitchell on a bicycle right now. So I don't know if he's the reason.
hey, either way, Portland and Denver. Series is tied 1-1. Game 3 is tomorrow, I believe. You said what?
I was watching that shit yesterday. Dame tried his best to make them go up 2-0, bro. That team is literally Dame Lillard a bust.
That's the story of Dame's life as a Blazer. I tried my best.
Yeah, but bro, that team is 100% role players in Damian Lillard. Even CJ at this point. Now Melo, damn. Dylan Brooks just fucking fell on top of this nigga.
Nigga finally shaved. Damn.
They called that nigga Prince, bro.
Dylan Brooks looked like an abusive light-skinned nigga on the Tyler Perry movie.
What's Prince band name?
The Revolution.
They said these niggas getting beat by Prince and the Revolution, bro. I was fucking crying, bro.
Y'all bogus.
But look, so see McCollum's ass right now. Okay? I think he needs to be in like in a Milwaukee situation when he could just, be able to help them out in some aspect, or him and Dane, that needs to be broken up, especially if they lose this playoff series. They got to go. They lose against the Lakers or the Phoenix Suns, whatever, right? I believe it's going to be the Mavericks versus the winners of the Lakers or Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals. That's just the way it is. That's actually ratings too. So, and
the NBA will love that because Luka is literally the next international star. Yes, it's Giannis, but Luka got
Bron only kryptonite. That's Rick Carlisle and his Mavericks. It's really crazy because I think he has a losing record against the Mavericks too, in really regular season and.
Yeah, he literally does.
They coach that nigga well. I don't know if they know how to coach AD, but they coach against that nigga well. Now, check it. Damian Lillard need to go over east. Go ahead, tell them. Send me to Philly. for Tobias Harris and a couple of picks. Y'all rebuild with Tobias. Send me to Philly. Let me get this ring real quick. And call it a day. They probably gonna want Ben Simmons. Yeah, they probably gonna want
this on. Is this what the fuck you look like a piece of shit? This look like some shit.
When they sit there and see in the facts are gonna come through and say we offer Tobias Harris. Gee, they gonna be mad as shit. Tobias Harris it picks
to the pool for.
Have to give him back.
Okay, give him
Hey, fuck no. You better have fun with Kobe White and Laurie, nigga. Shit.
What you mean?
And a bunch of first rounders. Huh?
Who we saving picks for?
No, I said give me. They could take Kobe, Laurie, and a bunch of picks for Dame. They got the picks for the next 10 years.
Bulls do got hella picks.
Look, I'm saying this right now. Dame, all in all, Dame better get the fuck out of Phoenix.
I mean Portland.
Shit. Portland, yeah. Shit. Speaking of Phoenix, this probably Chris Paul last 2 years. Hey, straight up. Chris Paul Dame.
Yo, if I'm Chris Paul, G, I'll be devastated. G, come on, man. I'm like, G, you sent me. I'll be devastated. Come on, G. Like at that point, he retiring, G. At that point, I'm done. I'm done. Finito. Don't you play too fucking much. Like, G, if I'm Chris Paul, I'm like, no, please, no. Come on, G. No.
I'm thinking.
And you got to factor in Dame has a freaking $200 million contract, G. Might be more than that. Let's look up his contract. Let's see.
He already played like 3 years in that bitch, right?
No. I don't think so. I think that contract started this year.
I think he signed it. Was it the season he hit the game winner on OKC? That was like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, so he's in the final year of his extension. I mean original, his 4-year contract. But then his new contract starts next year, which is the extension, where it starts off with a beautiful, smooth $40 million year 1. Year 2, $42 million. Year 3, 45. And year 4, $48 million.
The only team that could really afford him is probably the Knicks.
The Heat probably can afford him.
The Heat
can't afford
shit. They already paid Bam.
Oh shit!
John
Morant dumbass tried to post a Rudy Gobert. He almost did, but Rudy just stood there and blocked the shit. He ain't stupid. We don't like baguette nigga like either, but that was dumb.
You probably tried to
Rudy really good at defense. He get cooked by good players. Niggas need to remember that. Rudy Gobert is good at defense. He only get cooked by great players, bro. It ain't like he getting cooked by fucking like Ja. Ja's great. But he only get cooked by like Currys and shit like that, bro. Because they can cook fucking anybody.
And AD. When AD sees that man,
when AD sees Gobert, he that nigga goes Super Saiyan, G. That nigga, that's one of the few people he will at least one of the few bigs he post up. I'm like, damn, this nigga posting up now.
Is they gonna announce defensive player of the year tomorrow?
I don't know. Hopefully, I'm glad they doing it the old ways, G. Because I was tired of this. Wait till the awards. Give these niggas their award now, so it's meaningful.
Damn, they elbowed the shit out of him.
But yeah, but back to Dame in Denver. Anything we really need to add?
Hell no. Jokic is the MVP and the all-time great already. This nigga game, bro. This nigga game. You can't play it on 2K. It's that smooth. It's impossible to play on 2K, bro.
I tried. It's fun playing with Jokic on 2K, but you can't recreate it.
You can't recreate ball, foul line, up, shimmy, turn around, ugly ass hook shot, turn around, fade away.
Bro, if you even try that hook shot on 2K,
that shit brick.
You throwing that shit right off the backboard.
2K gonna say you don't even practice that shit.
That shit, bro. His game. That's all they gotta talk about. They losing. They might lose this series. I'm not gonna cap. They need Michael Porter Jr. to be.
He needs to play better.
Right.
He needs to play a lot better.
He played good. But I need him to be it. But that's it. Like that with Jamal Murray, this is sweet. Without Jamal Murray, this is your ass might be looking at 6, if that. So,
I agree.
But that's it for them.
Yeah, so let's go east. So the fuck, stop sending me to the second round. All right, Philly is up 2-0 against the Wizards. They beat them tonight. Nothing to really.
That game was so boring.
All I know is Ben Simmons had almost a 20-point triple double. For Ben Simmons, that's an excellent game. So that's all that needs to be said. And I saw him do a freaking post move. A legit post move. So
I was watching it, then I got bored. Then I realized the Knicks versus Atlanta was on. I just tuned for that. The way they having these games going coincide each other is really stupid, but it is what it is.
They gotta get these games out, G. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Philly's more likely about to sweep these niggas, but a crazy Westbrook and Bradley Beal game could happen, but I'm not putting much stock on it. Philly's just too good defensively.
They can't get in the rhythm, man. It's just the defense just there.
Yeah, Philly's defense.
The defense is always gonna be there against Westbrook. I'm surprised Westbrook even get a point because his game is so easy to follow. As I guess if you.
The man got hard.
But for Bradley Beal, you ain't got to get there. It's a blessing that they're there regardless. So
yeah,
happy to see that.
Like I never literally you had Bradley Beal and Westbrook. You had to squeeze into the playoffs. I don't care. The fact that they made it, I'm happy for them. But
Scott Brooks.
Fuck Scott Brooks. Let's move on.
I feel like he would have got fired immediately if they didn't make the playoffs.
He might still get fired. He still might get fired. So what difference does it make?
They got pieces off the wazoo to make a decent team in the East, but
the Pacers don't even like their coach.
I don't see it happen. I said they got pieces in the team. In the East to be they got pieces to either move or develop to be a team. And
then they just had
Hashimura can be a really. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I said they also just had some really unfortunate injuries. Like Troy Bryant was looking. Well, Westbrook just makes centers look fucking good, but Troy Bryant was looking really freaking good early in the season. He tore his ACL. Then a rookie magically got hurt. I think they had another weird injury. Like I just know in the beginning of the season, there was also the pandemic All-Stars too, because that team didn't play for like 3 weeks at one point as well. Yeah. So yeah. But shout out to the Wizards. They put in forth effort. Brooklyn's just doing very nasty things to the Celtics right now.
Could be another series where they get swept. I was picking the Celtics to try to get one Jason Tatum game out of them, but even if he does, I feel like it might not make a difference.
That nigga, I got poked.
Yeah, he couldn't even come back to the game yesterday, so that's probably.
They said, "Look, man." Tatum was like, "Look, man, I can't take this shit no more, bro." He said that he calling all the teams in the East saying, "Look, bro, I can't take this shit. This shit different, bro. These niggas is nasty." And the funny thing is, the Brooklyn Nets is not doing anything spectacular offensively.
They're not doing anything
nothing but scoring the fucking balls.
It's called KD, Harden, and Kyrie ISO. We get buckets, nigga, and randomly Blake Griffin dunks.
They actually moving the ball out a lot, but it's not even that. They're beatable, right? I will say this.
Yeah, I think
they're beatable. I think they're beatable in the sense that that defense is suspect.
Very
Suspect
much, yeah.
as fuck.
It's very suspect, but you have to be able to keep up with them offensively to create the suspect.
But that's not hard to do in a playoff setting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the shots that Kyrie makes, the shots that Harden makes, those are not just willingly going down shots. Remember that shit. The catalyst is and will always be KD, right?
Yeah.
Well, in this situation, as I look at those two teams, Boston just don't have enough defense to compete with that offense. They can score with these niggas, but they can't stop them.
They can score with them. Jaylen Brown's going. Kemba's inconsistent.
Exactly. So that's why I'm looking at that and saying, if they wouldn't have had Jaylen Brown, if Kemba wasn't, a double agent, it would have been a series. That's no cap. It would have been a series. But since Kemba's a double agent, Jaylen Brown's going, it can't be a series. But in the standings, they either got Milwaukee or Philly next.
They got Milwaukee.
Both of them teams can do that.
Work.
Milwaukee is probably the best bet to knock them out.
Milwaukee is the safe bet. We put money on it. Milwaukee is the safe bet. Bro, I hated this fucking place on God of War, bro. With the fucking L's, I literally don't know.
Oh, gee, them niggas was annoying. I was so happy when I was done with that part.
It's a fucking maze. What you say?
That part was annoying.
No, I got a little further than this part.
You never beat God of War?
No, I never finished it.
Nigga, get off this podcast and finish God of War, nigga. Get off this podcast and finish God of War.
Yeah. I know how Resident Evil is, but I'm not obligated to finish this shit. You a PlayStation nigga. You obligated to finish God of War.
Just haven't got around to it.
That's sad.
Life.
It's really sad. It's not life.
Work.
Look, hey, when this game came out, that's when I first started.
Game.
That's when I first started at the Ridge. Ain't no excuse, brother.
Ain't
no excuse. No, let me quit playing with this nigga. But I don't know where to go. I really don't.
I guess the Nets is gonna whoop the Celtics ass. Moving on, Milwaukee and Miami. I think some of us owed the Bucks an apology for thinking that the Heat was going to make this competitive.
I didn't think that.
I wasn't sure, but I was sure that they were going to get one. I don't even remember what I really felt about this series. Honestly, I just felt like people were underestimating the Bucks.
This is the reverse version. I mean, it's the same. This is the Eastern Conference version of Dallas versus the Clippers. Bucks wanted Miami. Bucks wanted them.
They wanted them. They wanted them niggas, and they said, "Okay, we got to prove our fucking point," and they're whooping their ass. Well, game one was a game. Game one was a game, but
Giannis didn't even play as his.
Yeah, Giannis didn't have a good game. Bam was actually doing a decent job on him, but we could sit there and probably say Giannis probably like whatever. But you still got gamed by Chris Middleton. Yes, Chris Middleton is a respectable player who scores 20-plus points a game. Yes, he probably closes out 90% of the time. Cool, fine and dandy. You still got gamed by Chris fucking Middleton, G. You got gamed by Chris fucking Middleton. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. But point is, regardless, then they come to
go
game.
To Miami.
You said
they
what?
at full capacity.
I don't think they're not at full capacity.
Fucking Florida is at full capacity.
I don't think that, but they're not. But they're not letting all full capacity crowd in the stadium for Miami. Like it's open, right, but it's not full. They not saying, "Hey, all 20,000 people come in."
Most of these niggas.
I don't think so. I think I think Dallas is the highest. I believe.
Yeah, it's Texas.
Texas legit don't care at all. But Miami, I think it's up there, but they not the highest though. I forgot what teams were the highest in what order, but um, even then, the Miami fans are laid back. Like even when I used to like during the Heatles era, that crowd was very fucking laid back, very laid back. So not really much I can really say about them niggas.
Them niggas don't even come into the game until like the third quarter too.
Exactly.
Like the fans walking to that arena like the second quarter.
Exactly. Like niggas out there coming in like, oh shit, the Heat playing. All right, cool. So, but yeah, uh, but yeah. So the Bucks is doing their job. They beating them niggas asses, like outright beating their ass, and it's definitely a point to prove. I'm still gonna probably give the Heat one out of respect, but I kind of won't be shocked if they sweep these niggas because Drew Holiday has Jimmy in a goddamn what's my man Khabib level submission hold. He ain't letting go. He's not letting go. So, and also I think playoff Drew Holiday defense is a form as well, and it's a scary form. So it is what it is when it comes to that. Moving on, the Knicks and Hawks. That series is going to go 7.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this series is going to go 7. It's probably one of the better series we got going on right now in terms of pure entertainment. But
yep.
I kind of want to see the I kind of want to see the Knicks succeed solely because of Derrick Rose. That's just the sole reason. I just want to see Derrick Rose succeed. But the Hawks got a squad.
Get by Joel Embiid?
You said what?
So he gets flooded by Joel Embiid?
Hey man, it is what it is. That happens. That's just if it happens, it happens. But at least Derrick Rose could sit and say I took the Knicks to the second round because he's out playing Julius Randle right now. You know, Julius Randle came back to life in tonight's game, game 2, but
yeah, he did.
But Derrick Rose is out there hooping his ass off. So yeah, I think that's it for currently what's going on in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and move on. Quickly, LeBron beat the system. So LeBron technically beat COVID. Was called for COVID protocols, as in Chris Paul snitched and said, "Yo, this nigga was partying with Drake. Look at the pictures. I know y'all see the pictures." And then LeBron said, "Are you going to suspend me? Because you're not going to fucking suspend me." And he beat the system. And it's a nasty situation because we literally. You said what?
Nigga said we vaccinated. Literally,
exactly.
That's what everybody was vaccinated.
Exactly. So further proof of like I can do what the fuck I want, and I'm LeBron James. So nothing really add in regards to that. That LeBron beat the system. It is what it is. Niggas mad because Karis LeVert was put in COVID protocol, but they were just going to lose by 20 instead of by 40. Russell Westbrook.
And the funny thing is, like, they didn't even suspend Kristaps. Kristaps went to a whole club.
Strip club. They just said $50,000, G. And I shot to Kristaps for literally saying, "Hey, bro, I need some vibes and some ass." So I respect it. So yeah, and then let's just get ready to close this out and talk about the Warriors. What's next for the Warriors at this point? Steph Curry let the whole world down. Draymond shot a very early release on a game winner, and you niggas that stole my freaking Photoshop can eat a dick. It is what it is, though. But
wait, how you get the Photoshop stolen?
Because I made the very early. I put the shot meter with the. I made that.
Oh.
So yeah, so niggas stole my fucking Photoshop. It is what it is. I'm gonna start putting freaking YouTube.
I think you got another tweet of yours stolen too, and that shit popped. I had to remind myself. I think you got another tweet of yours, and that shit popped. I was like, damn.
Hey man, niggas thieves out here, bro. It is what it is, but I'm gonna get my credit one day. Anyway, but the Warriors, man. So the Warriors failed to get the 7th seed, and they failed to keep the 8th seed, and somehow, some way, they think they're gonna get Kawhi. I don't know why. Especially cap situations, probably the most nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Um, you're getting older. Draymond's getting older physically. You have youth, and you're hoping that Clay comes back to be old Clay. And you're hoping that you didn't destroy James Wiseman's confidence as he comes back from a torn meniscus. Who's to really blame for the season of the Warriors' failure, and what do they do from here? I'll let you start it off.
Front office to blame. You didn't put the people around Curry that you could. And, you know, they just got into a situation in which they couldn't be successful. Curry, as much as you love to slander him, played his ass off this season. And it's not no empty stat situation. Let's completely stop it there. If anybody think that's empty stats, or that Curry was just playing basketball, quote unquote, or look, I'll tell you something. That's cap. That nigga Curry, you know, it's always interchangeable when we talk about like who the top 5 players in the league right now. Can't move Curry. Just like we can't move LeBron, KD name, can't move Curry name no more. I don't care where you put him, you can't move him away from the top 5 though. That's why niggas will be like, is Luka top 5? Is Luka better than James Harden or Greek Freak? You answer me that. If you can tell me he better than James Harden or Greek Freak, yeah. We damn sure ain't better than Curry right now. Damn sure ain't better than KD. He ain't better than Bron. So when I look at how Curry played this season, when I look how he played in the play-in, nobody could guard Curry this season. He was the most unguardable player. We'd like to give that notion to KD, and Giannis had it for the last couple of years because that nigga was literally unguardable. But nobody guarded Curry this year. Bradley Beal was hitting shit. That's right, he was hitting shit. But Curry was fucking efficient most every game. So there's no blaming him. I don't blame him for the play-in because he did everything he could do. Now, he is loose with the ball. That is Curry's only weakness, is that he gets a little bit too loose with the ball. Like the Lakers exploited that. Dylan Brooks and exploited that as well. But other than that, Curry did everything he could do. They didn't put the team around him. I don't know if you moved Draymond Green because can't nobody play defense better than AD better than Draymond Green. But that's just one player.
And I think in terms of basketball IQ,
I'm an AD fan too. We're from the same city. I'll always be a fan of AD unless he do something stupid. Draymond Green got his number and will forever always have his number.
Yeah, just one of those
that
players.
Defense.
Nothing he could do.
That
but
defense.
Also, I think he also has the best IQ of that team, basketball IQ on that team.
Yeah, but so that defense, bro.
But defensively, yeah, yeah.
Now, bro, y'all letting Rudy Gobert just do that to y'all, bro. What the fuck?
Gobert, my name.
Like shit. I don't like. If I see Gobert was fucking 23 and 13, I'ma scream. But no, like I don't really. He goes to Bob Myers. Niggas, they got the Lakers fandom scared. And the reason I'm saying that because not Lakers, the Warriors fandom scared. A lot of them niggas get mad when people play. Because I guess niggas never played the Photoshop game unless it was Clay. So niggas, Curry getting jerseys photoshopped on him because he in a losing situation, didn't make the playoffs. The way I just praised Curry, he shouldn't have won the MVP. He shouldn't win the MVP. Was he the better player out of the 3 finalists? Yes.
Yeah.
he shouldn't win the MVP because if you ain't make the playoffs, you shouldn't just win MVP. But if he would have had the A seed, I think there's conversation. Especially if I think the Warriors beat the Jazz off just Steph Curry alone. But yeah, no, he shouldn't have won MVP. But Steph Curry had a legacy season.
Yeah,
legacy season. Submitted himself as the second best point guard of all time. I don't think there's an argument that you can say. Anybody coming close to him? If you want to go like probably Oscar Robertson, but nobody allowed to tell us if he was good or not. So there. So I think he submitted himself. Curry was amazing. But you blame the front office. Klay, I would say this. Klay comes back, even a smidget of himself. Not only are they in the playoffs, but they might be at the Western Conference Finals, and that's no cap. At a smidget of himself, you can't tell me that's not a winning team in the West right now.
A smidget?
With Harden gone?
Just a smidget?
Okay, Klay is himself just without the not 100% on defense, but his shot's still there. Because you can't double team Curry no more.
I agree. Yeah, I will sit there and say at very least second round. But you gotta factor in.
I'm saying Western Conference Finals.
I'm saying the reason why I say that is because the West is the youthful part of the West is only going to get better. The Mavericks is going to get better. The only team that we could potentially just say that's going to fall off is the Clippers.
Okay, so let's put it as playoff teams right now. If Curry was to go against the Blazers, who win that series?
I'm picking easily the Warriors. I don't trust Dame. I don't trust Dame against the Warriors.
Even though I think the Nuggets win this series, the series go to 5 if they go against the Warriors without Klay. Series go to 5, I say, with the Nuggets. I don't think it's a split whatsoever.
They got nothing for the as much as like Draymond.
They got nothing for Jokic. Jokic would draw more fouls on Draymond than AD did.
Yeah,
but I think Curry will will them a game now, and it will be a contested series. Second, if they was to go against Jazz in a 7-game series, Jazz lose. The only teams that I say will consistently beat them would be Mavericks, Lakers, Phoenix. That's 3 teams right there. You add Klay to that mix, and he's still able to shoot at an efficient clip and still be able to literally move off the ball, as Klay Thompson can do, really, really good. Who beats that out of those teams I just named? Because you got to remember, Jamal Murray gone for a year. He probably won't be back till playoffs.
Because if things go back, if the season starts back in October, the least he'll be back is by All-Star Weekend, which is what they painted. But that's a different story. But yeah, it's possible. Unless Michael Porter Jr. becomes Michael Porter Jr. that we think he's supposed to be. Yeah. That's the X factor in terms of Nuggets for next year. These
niggas went down a dub in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, shit. I just turned around. I was like, oh, they were only down by like 12.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Like I said, that's why I said at least second round, because they will be if things go as planned. And because honestly, in a perfect world, if you're Steve Kerr, you just may have to hypnotize Andrew Wiggins and say LeBron is on the court so he can look like Scottie Pippen 2.0. That's the only that because he. You said what?
He good defensively. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, that's the only time he shows out defensively on a consistent basis is when he goes against LeBron. But Wiggins gonna have to step up to be primary perimeter defender because Klay just can't do it I just don't expect Klay to be that guy no more defensively. Like, he's gonna be okay, but reason being, I don't think Klay fall off.
It's because his game never relied on his athleticism.
Exactly, but you're still slower.
He might be slow, but that's Clay's game. He's like skinned Draymond when it comes to defense. He does just to get on you, get on your nerves a little bit, just stay in front of you. He ain't got to, go out to the side. He ain't got to swat the ball 5 million yards.
Look, man,
he just does.
If
right?
I have both Achilles and ACL on the same leg, I'm attacking that leg. It's gonna be like how my man's Aaron Donald did Alex Smith. Hey, we're gonna see what that leg can do, bro. We're gonna see what that leg can do.
I give. Not only am I biased because Clay is one of my.
And I want Clay to succeed. I like Clay.
I think Clay doesn't miss a step. I think he had enough time off. Clay is there, bro. I think he's extremely underrated for how good of a player he is, bro. I really do.
He's a good player. Do. He's first ballot easily.
I said Warriors are Western Conference Finals bound when Clay comes back. I think they are.
The only reason I'm worrisome about that is because of that supporting cast. They have to find ways.
With Clay,
this the thing with the supporting class.
You flip Oubre for like a Laurie Marketing or some shit. You up.
And you get Wiseman back.
Wiseman back. Wiseman look like if Wiseman have 35% of the defense that Draymond got, you flip Draymond, send him to Portland.
I think Draymond's getting flipped. I honestly do think he's gonna get flipped.
That's the thing. You can't just flip Draymond for anybody.
Portland taking Draymond.
Of course, Portland taking him, but like, what is Portland giving me? And don't say Yukis Nurkic because I have James Wiseman.
Yo, I didn't even know that shit happened. I didn't even know Bud Griffin got his ankles broken by fucking Kemba Walker. R.I.P. that nigga.
Yeah, and that nigga probably dunked the next play. You gotta remember, Blake Griffin is different, man. That nigga, like Pavy, like how Pavy says, the Pistons need to put out a lawsuit on that man, G. Cause
I do think he should be fined. I think players should be fined for taking their way out of a situation, and especially when they spent out the Clippers spent all that money on him, not him. I thought they were about to show me Joe Harris dunking on somebody, bro. I'm gonna turn this fight. I didn't watch the Boston game because why the hell am I watching Boston stump on them niggas like that? Like the only highlight I saw was Eric Fournier arguing with them, but they showing like halftime highlights from the games. Fucking these boys.
Yeah, every time I turned around,
he's white, bro. He's white.
Hey, check that man's history on Ancestry.com.
Now you see how his hair flipped. He white. It's just evolution.
He got if Demi Lovato got that 1%, he got some 1%.
Nah, bro.
We're not about to go there. I'm not going there. I just don't want to take. Nope, I'm not going there. Not going there.
But yeah, he's doing it.
What you supposed to do about that shit, right?
But yeah,
but yeah, I think Western Conference. I think the Warriors Western Conference bound. Now let me say this, Warrior fans. I'm not a fan of your team. I'm a fan of 2 players on your team, 3.5 with Draymond. Okay, I mean 2.5 with Draymond. I should say. Not a fan of your team. I don't like your fan base whatsoever. I think you have the most pussy fan base known to man. But I do think you got a chance to be at the Western Conference Finals. You don't beat a team like Phoenix. You don't beat a team like Lakers yet. And you smoke everybody else, I should say. And nobody else in the West. I don't think the Pelicans got it just yet. They about to fire their coach for another season. Like they about to fire Stan Van Gundy.
They need to fire.
They bought Steven Adams, so Zion can't be Zion.
They need to fire David Griffin for that roster. The more I look at that roster, them roster moves he made last year, outside of you have to give Ingram that max. I'm not mad at that. That's because keep your youth, keep a great player. You fucking traded for Eric fucking Bledsoe. And you gave Steven Adams that money. You literally set the franchise back 2-3 years with those two moves alone. And now you about to lose Lonzo. Fuck David Griffin. Plain and simple. But that's a different situation in itself. And hey, if Zion can't make the play, Zion got to drag them niggas to the playoffs at that point.
Why am I watching these highlights? And it's the Bulls. No, that got to be Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple on the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was Denzel Valentine. Why is Denzel Valentine playing crunch minute?
Get that Negro out of a Bulls jersey next season.
Hey, look, man, the best thing about the Bulls offseason right now, Denzel Valentine going to Cristiano Felicio gone too, G. Them niggas are still in checks.
Yeah. How much y'all want to bet? Y'all put money on it?
What, Denzel Valentine's not going to be on that
y'all
roster.
Y'all put money on it?
He's not about to be on this roster. Y'all put money on both of them? Felicio's automatically going. This is the last year of his contract. He's going. He's going.
All right.
Felicio hasn't even. Gee, when the last time you see Felicio fat ass on the court?
No, I agree. When is Valentine going?
China.
Probably fucking work full time for BMO Harris Bank.
He literally might work at BMO Harris Bank too.
Harris Bank. What's up? You wanna
just so you could drop the bag?
No.
Y'all gotta hold that. He stole them checks from y'all team, bro.
He was on his rookie deal. Like I said, that's Garpax, G. That got nothing to do with me, man. I could have sat there and said, yo, that man don't deserve to be on this team a long time ago. But I don't gotta worry about them niggas being there no more. But how the hell we get to Garrett Temple. But yeah, Garrett Temple was actually decent on the Bulls, but Garrett Temple should be on a contender right now. He should, who? Oh, he was on the Nets.
Look, Nets have to get rid of everybody, bro.
Exactly. Nets said, look, bro, if you they said, look, man, everybody.
Joe Harris or Spencer Dinwiddie. Bye.
And Jeff Green. I don't know how Jeff Green survived. Jeff Green survived too. But I think Jeff Green
is liked by everybody in the league.
He is. Hey, look, man. Shout out to Jeff Green though. He came back from open heart surgery, G. So yeah, he had a heart surgery like early in his career. He came back from that, G. I gotta give him that, G. So I see why he's well liked. He deserves to be in the league. But the fact that he survived everything the Nets did and still get ticked, I respect him. But yeah, so whatever happens with the Warriors, they got a lot to figure out. But I do like the young niggas in terms of even though Daytra discovered this nigga first on 2K, Juan Toscano Anderson, you discovered him first on 2K. I'll never forget that game when that nigga made 2 clutch threes in the third quarter in the midst of a run I was making. I'm like, fuck is this nigga? Nigga was a 66. He probably like a 70 now. Daytra discovered Juan Toscano Anderson first. So hey, it is, and also I like Jordan.
Hey, them niggas, shout out to them niggas, because them niggas was not afraid of the Lakers, bro. They probably celebrated a little bit too early. I'm done watching this game. They probably celebrated a little bit too early, but them niggas not afraid of the Lakers, and
that's a quality. You're not literally look. You have Draymond yelling at you every day in practice. That's a champion right there. I ain't scared of shit. I just know I'm not that good if I'm not good, but they got two decent role players right there that they can build around for next year. You have something to work with. It's just everything else. Get rid of fucking Kevon Looney, please. I don't see the appeal in him. Kawhi broke that nigga's ribs. He was never the same. Never the same. And also he fucked me over in countless parlays over the course of the season. So fuck Kevon Looney. But anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. You know what the vibe is. Copy some merch. UTweakingMedia.net. Free shipping. UTM ships. And this is the last week for $10 off. UTM Vibes 10. Cop you some merch. If you're on YouTube watching this, like, comment, subscribe. Share. Listen to us on the audio side of things. Make sure you, if you can, comment, not subscribe and follow and share. Let your homies know. It's greatly appreciated. And follow us on Twitter at 3s from the ring, 3S from the ring. Greatly appreciated. Getting our takes off on everything wrestling, on what's going on. So wrestling and basketball, what's going on, especially with the playoffs going on and wrestling entering its summer season. So there's a lot going on. But thanks for listening and peace.
Peace out.